Utterances-Ayyam-i-Ha. And so, what does this happy-sounding word mean? Well, it means intercalary days that are devotion and reverence to God, and which forms an important part of the Baha'i calendar, which means to create anew. It was adopted by the Bab and later ratified by Baha'u'llah. And during these days, Baha'is strive to show extra love, fellowship, and charity. It is also a time when Baha'is give and receive gifts, particularly to children. This is inscribed in a precise place in the Baha'i calendar that is based on the solar year, which, at 365 days, 5 hours, and 50-odd minutes, has 19 months of 19 days each. That comes to 361 days, which means the addition of 4 extra days, 5 in a leap year. And where Baha'u'llah subsequently assigns these days a fixed place in the calendar immediately before the period of fasting that is called Allah, meaning holiness. Consequently, these very special intercalary days begin on the 26th of February and end on the 1st of March. And following that comes the fast that will usher in the new Baha'i year on March the 21st. Both the Bab and Baha'u'llah followed the Arabic tradition of assigning numerical values to letters and of giving spiritual meaning to both. Hence, the meaning and spiritual significance of these assigned intercalary days is to raise awareness of God's unity. This is extolled in the Kitab-i-Aqdas as manifestations of the letter Ha, which is reference to God, and that the abjad value of this letter is 5, which corresponds to the potential number of intercalary days. It is also among several spiritual meanings a symbol of the essence of God. Also, that it is one of 3 Arabic letters which make up the word Baha. Thus, all these spiritual connections underscore and amplify the unity of God, which is celebrated in deepened awareness of His essence, and that the actions of those that celebrate these special days are as manifestations of the attributes of God that are joyous, generous, and helpful to all. Indeed, days of remembrance, praise, and gratitude. A friend of the faith puts it this way in saying that Ayyam-i-Ha can be thought of as days outside of time, days that symbolize eternity, infinity, and the mystery and unknowable essence of God Himself. Contemplation during these days of the timeless mystery of the essence of God presides as the joy and exultation in which to sing His praise and magnify His name. And so, it is then that in the most holy book that Baha'u'llah sets the stage for Ayyam-i-Ha, and in this excerpt says, "We have ordained that these, amid all nights and days, shall be the manifestations of the letter Ha, and thus they've not been bounded by the limits of the year and its months. It behooveth the peoples of Baha throughout these days to provide good cheer for themselves, their kindred, and beyond them the poor and the needy, and with joy and exultation to hail and glorify their Lord, to sing His praise and magnify His name. And when they end these days of giving that precede the season of restraint, let them enter upon the fast. Thus hath it been ordained by Him who is the Lord of all mankind. But in going beyond the requirements of those days, Baha'u'llah in Prayers and Meditations, page 65, speaks about the endowments bestowed upon the friends in this excerpt. I entreat thee, O Lord, by these days and by all as such as have during that period clung to the cord of thy commandments and laid hold on the handle of thy precepts, to grant that unto every soul may be assigned a place within the precincts of thy court, and a seat at the revelation of the splendors of the light of thy countenance. I implore thee, O thou, the King of kings, and the pitier of the downtrodden, to ordain for them the good of this world and of the world to come. Write down for them, moreover, what none of thy creatures hath discovered, and number them with those who have circled round thee, and who move about thy throne in every world of thy worlds. Thou truly art the Almighty, the All-Knowing, and the All-Informed. What indeed a bounty it is to say, in conclusion, Happy Ayyam-i-Ha in these intercalary days of love and fellowship. Enjoy and do well.